What separates a student pilot from a real pilot? Your first solo.
Welcome to Pilot Discovery. Whether you're on the fence about becoming a pilot, or you've already begun taking flying lessons, or you've recently earned your own private pilot license, my goal is to share my experience and insights to hopefully inspire you to help you navigate your way through your own aviation journey.
There are 6 key prerequisites that every student pilot must fulfill before their flight instructor can sign them off for their first solo. Number 1 is FAA required aeronautical knowledge. Before flying solo, a student pilot must pass a knowledge test which is administered by their flight instructor. This test will cover FAA rules, airport procedures, and the aircraft's capabilities. The flight instructor will review any wrong answers with the student before approving the student for solo flight. Number 2 is pre-solo flight training. Before receiving your instructor's endorsement to fly solo, as a student pilot, you must complete all of the essential flight training specific to the aircraft that you are training in. You must practice each and every one of the required maneuvers and procedures. And you must demonstrate safe and proficient flying when conducting a flight. Now, this applies not just to every phase of flight, but also from the moment you begin to conduct your pre-flight inspection all the way through the moment that you shut the engine down and tie the airplane down when you park it after landing. Above all, you must demonstrate sound judgment and competence to your flight instructor. Only then will your flight instructor endorse you to fly solo. Number 3 is proficiency with flight maneuvers. Student pilots must demonstrate proficiency in a minimum of 15 different flight maneuvers before they can be endorsed for solo flight by their flight instructor. These are pre-flight planning and preparation, taxiing or surface operations including run-ups, both normal as well as crosswind takeoffs and landings, straight and level flight and turns in both directions, climbs and climbing turns, airport traffic patterns, including entry and departure procedures, collision avoidance, wind shear avoidance, and wake turbulence avoidance, descents with and without turns using both high and low drag configurations, flight at various airspeeds from cruise to slow flight, stall entry and recovery procedures from various flight attitudes and power combinations, emergency procedures and equipment malfunctions, ground reference maneuvers, approaches to a landing area with simulated engine malfunctions, slips to a landing, and go-arounds. Number 4 is flight instructor endorsement. Student pilots may not operate an aircraft in solo flight until and unless they receive an endorsement from their flight instructor in their logbook. This endorsement is specific to the make and model of the aircraft that they have been training in only, and it is only valid for 90 days. Number 5 is flight instructor endorsement for night flying. While this is very uncommon, you would need a separate endorsement from your instructor to be able to solo fly at night, apart from your endorsement to fly during the day. And finally, number 6 is your third class medical certificate. Before you can be endorsed by your flight instructor for solo flight, you will need to obtain what is known as a third class medical certificate. This involves going for a medical exam that is administered by an FAA-approved aviation medical examiner, or AME for short. This exam is similar to any other general physical exam, with the exception that it is primarily focused on your vision and your hearing, as well as all of the other general vital statistics that you might find in a traditional physical exam. Now, why is it called a third-class medical certificate? Well, the fact is that there are different classes of medical certificates available to pilots. There's a first class, a second class, a third class, and then a fourth class known as basic med. Now, for the purposes of being able to solo and eventually get your private pilot license, you will need a third class medical certificate at minimum. For more detailed information on what's involved in getting a third class medical certificate and what are the key differences between the different types of medical certificates, check out the links in the description below. So are you ready for your first solo? Leave a comment below and let us know. And if you found the information in this video to be helpful, be sure to like this video. And be sure to subscribe to our channel, as we will be publishing more videos with helpful content for aspiring pilots like you.